Heavy snow occurring, additional snow accumulations of 8 to 12 inches. Localized higher amounts possible in portions of northwest and north-central Ohio, where portions of north-central, northeast and northwest Ohio, when, until 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday, impacts. Travel could become very difficult. The hazardous conditions will...
Hello, welcome back to A Tale of Three Cabins. It's been somewhat of a normal winter for us so far, but tomorrow we're in store for about 8 to 12 inches of snow. Not sure exactly what we're going to get just yet, but in a couple hours the weather's going to turn and we're going to start getting snow, and it's not going to stop till morning. And then a couple days from now they're calling for another 12 inches, so we'll see how that goes. I did a video earlier this winter where I used my bucket and a plow, and we've had some long periods of cold temperatures. We've been mostly in the teens and maybe the low 20s for the last 2-3 weeks, and it's looking like it's going to stay that way for the next 1 or 2 weeks. I've got a good base of snow built up on my driveway that's packed down, so I think I'll be able to use my plow this time and use it for this whole snow event. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's see what we get in the morning. We've had some pretty mild winters the last couple of years in northern Ohio, and I think we're a little spoiled with those because this is probably a little bit more normal for us. But the whole country's experiencing quite a bit of snow from Texas all the way up to Maine, and that spurred interest in a lot of different ways of removing snow. I can't buy all the attachments to cover them all, but I'm just going to go over my AF10 plow that I got from John Deere. So the plow has a 5-foot blade on it. It weighs about 220 pounds in that neighborhood. I got the basic standard shoes that it comes with. I guess there's an upgrade for those. I got a snow deflector on the top, and then I got those little antennas that stick out to kind of give you an idea where the edges of your blade are. Now, why did I pick the AF10? Well, I have a very long driveway. Part of it is paved concrete, and a good other portion of it is gravel, probably about 600 feet of gravel. Now, snow pushers are very popular, and you can see those in all the big box stores in the wintertime. They're parked there waiting for snow to hit the parking lot. But I think for my applications, going down this driveway like I am now, a plow blade is going to work out better than a pusher. Now, I purchased this 2 years ago at the end of plowing season, and I got a little bit better deal on it because of it. And last year we really didn't have a lot of snow where I could really use it proficiently, but this year is a different story. Okay, so I think I picked out the perfect sweet spot for using my AF10 plow here. And what I have is the 2 spacers are on the bottom that come with the shoes, and then 1 spacer on the top. And that seems to work out good for if I'm on concrete and I want to dig in a little bit. I can just tilt the plow forward like you would with the tilt curl, and that'll dig into my driveway a little bit better to clear off that. That's nice and smooth, and that's concrete up by the garage. But when I hit the gravel, I need to back off a little bit. So I use my level indicator, and right now where I'm level with my backhoe bucket, that's also a good spot for this plow, especially when I have it in this straightforward position. Now if I go and tilt it all the way, and that's going to be a little bit different story. When you start tilting it, you're going to have one end up higher than the other, and you're going to have to play with that and tweak it a little bit. But for me, so far, it's been working out good. I've been doing the drive now quite a bit. We just got another 8 inches of snow, and it's packed down. Last year was not a good test for this. We never really got a lot of snow, or at least not any that would pile up. It would always melt right away. Never built up a little bit of a base for those shoes to ride on a gravel driveway. There is a subscriber who offered me his edge tamers, and we're going to work out a deal, and he's going to send them to me, and I'm going to give those a try. Hopefully by the time I get them, we're kind of done with winter, but we'll see what happens. So I have other people leaving comments on my last video where I involved the bucket and this plow, and they mentioned getting a snow blower. I used to have a large 2-stage walk-behind snowblower, and I used to do this whole driveway with that. And it wasn't too bad in my younger years, but I always had to keep pressure on the handles to keep from digging into the gravel and spitting gravel out of the chute. It was great on the concrete area, and it was great to be able to throw snow long distances, but I got kind of tired of that. My forearms got kind of tired of that, and I went with a blade on my ATV, and I used that for a while. Once I got the tractor, though, I got rid of the ATV, the blade, and I went with the blade on the 1025R. Now if I had a 3-point blower on the back, I think what I'm doing here would kind of be a pain to clear this area out in my apron close to the street. Just dealing with the traffic, backing up constantly, having my head tilted. And then if I had a blower for the front, well then you have to take your loader off. And I use my loader quite a bit even throughout the winter. So I think that this quick change blade is a lot better solution for me than having a blower in the front. And less mechanical stuff to worry about. Just to go over the conditions here, this is an 8-inch, kind of a wet, heavy snow that we had overnight. I don't have any weight in my tires, and I really don't have any ballast on the back other than the quick hitch. When it comes to traction, I'm spinning my wheels every once in a while, but it's not too bad. I find when I get bogged down, like when I'm going down the driveway and I'm building up a lot of snow, I might have to raise up on the blade a little bit to let some of that snow underneath, almost skim a little bit, and then I can go back another pass and do it again. I could put my backhoe back on to give me some more ballast in the back, but right now it's working out okay. Before I started this, I did do my neighbor's across the street, and I just did his with the bucket left on. He's got a paved concrete drive, and it's not that large. He's got a cart parked in a turnaround, so that's a little bit easier to maneuver. Takes a tad bit longer using the bucket, but I wanted to get out there first before he tried to get out there and take away my fun. I've got the blade on a slight angle. I probably should have put it on a hard angle for this, but because I got a little snow overlapping there on the right side of the blade. So when I was working with this last year, I thought it'd be better to have more spacers on the bottom to have the shoes lower than the blade. much lower than the blade, but that just did not work out at all. Those shoes just really dug into the gravel and almost made like little curves or little trenches as you were going. So right now the shoes are almost even with the blade, maybe a hair just underneath them. So everybody's situation is different. I wanted the AF10 because I can partially do my concrete driveway and I can do my gravel driveway. I would say the snowblower itself would be very good if you're in a climate that has really, really heavy snows, if you're looking at 10 to 20 inches all the time and you've got a very long distance to take care of. When I was just down by my apron area by the street, out of the corner of my eye, I could see somebody was stuck in their driveway a couple doors down. I ran over there really quick with the tractor. I asked them, were they trying to get out or they were trying to get in? They said they were trying to get in. I told them, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a tow strap. So I'm going to give them a hand real quick. So you can see their car there at the end of the driveway. I figured if I'm going to be pulling them in, I'm just going to be pulling them into more heavy snow. I'm just going to do a real quick job here to clear out an area for their car and make it easier to get the car down the driveway, and then we'll get the tow strap out. Okay, 2 good deeds for the day. So they were calling for more snow in a couple days. That snow went from 8 to 12 inches down to about 4 to 5 inches. I took care of that pretty quick without taking any video of that. I did notice at the end of this little job here, I'm just about to click over 200 hours. Okay, that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everyone watching. Hope you enjoy these videos and subscribe. And at the end of this little project, 200 hours. So we'll probably do a little video about my 200-hour mark sometime in the future. I'm hearing is in another 2 days we're going to get another 8 to 12 inches of snow. So I might be right back out here doing the same thing all over again. I'll spare you the video though. Thanks again for watching. Take care, everybody.